Hey friends, welcome back to the shop. This is your first time here. I'm Art. Normally I would be joined by Dana, but today she is inside baking my birthday cake. So can't really complain too much about that. She may end up joining us a little bit later, but today we are getting back to work on Clara. Need to focus on suspension, steering, brake lines, and then see where we're at on the ability to pull it off the lift so we can pull all the interior pieces. Have Kevin from Golden Rule coming out this week to kind of go through the body a little bit more, determine a parts list that we need to go ahead and start ordering. So we're getting one step closer, and these parts just aren't going to come off by themselves. So I'm going to get back to work on this. Not a whole lot of dialogue in this video, but it's more just to kind of show you guys the path that we're on and the work that's being done, so you're really involved with this almost as much as we are. So let's go ahead and get started, but thanks for joining us. So the first thing we're tackling is this sway bar. Get this thing off of here and out of the way. And using one of my birthday gifts, a pass-through socket or ratchet set. These damn things are badass.
Yay!
Literally just got them and using them already. Right, that's one way for it to come off. So we were able to get the sway bar off, but not so lucky on getting all the sway bar end links actually off in one piece. This one on the driver's side was giving us a big time hassle. It was rusted together pretty bad. So ended up snapping it, taking it off. No big deal though, because these were in such bad shape. I was going to replace them anyway, but it definitely slowed us down just a tad. Also, while I was not recording, took off the front portion of the fuel line, so that's out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and start taking out the rack and then more of the suspension pieces before we're kind of done for today. Another bolt that sheared off through the frame. Looking at the hole, one thing that we had noticed on this, the way this was in was at an angle. The grease had gone back and forth on this, so this bar has been sliding back and forth for a little while. That bottom bolt on here had broken off, and you can see the hole is actually a different size than the top one. So that bolt had actually been shearing off inside of that frame and making it bigger. Good grief, I don't even know how long that's been going on. Hey friends, all right, we are back for the next day. Although yesterday didn't really seem like we were able to take off a lot of pieces to really make a whole episode of things that were going on, but in the grand scheme of things, they were all really big and needed to come off. So at the end of the day yesterday, with the heat and the challenge of some of those pieces coming off, it whooped my ass, plain and simple. I was definitely wore out. So today, wheels are going back on, and we're going to use the winch on our 4Runner to actually pull Clara up away from the lift so we can open up the doors and start pulling all the interior out. Goal for today is to have the interior almost completely bare. Maybe steering and the dash will still remain, but as far as the seats, the carpets, all of that, we're going to end up coming out so we can have a really good clear look of the floor pans tomorrow when Kevin stops by. All right, so follow along, and Hope you enjoy the progress. Thanks. Got it?
Yeah.
Go.
Trying again.
Enough room right here for it. Yes, that's all we need right here.
Okay.
So this top grill up here is actually held on by two small little nuts and bolts underneath the rear cover. So actually in the trunk that you have to get access to in order to be able to remove that.
You want to actually pass me to them? I can.
Those two little nuts can go back on this. So it's actually the rear defrost. So it's pretty cool.
There are holes for rear speakers. You know, for people who like that sort of thing.
That's pretty cool. Alright, so now we should be able to take this on out. Alright. And speaker holes. So that's really good. Just comes right out. Awesome job. Nice.
It had two tabs you had to pull out on simultaneously.
Oh, that's why I couldn't do it. Okay. Well, rear defrost blower is out. This is just held on by adhesive tape, so nothing special about that. That'll be easy to go back on. Third brake light. Well, a big mistake on my part. I'll say big because it creates a little bit more work. While this was on the lift, I meant to actually remove the bolts for the seats. Unlike many cars nowadays, where you can do that inside the vehicle, this actually has to be done from the underside of the vehicle. So, and the nuts are way up in the second body skin underneath it. So it's not going to be too easy to get to. But I'll see if I can get some light on it and show you. Thank you for the additional lighting. And then one way over there, and another one way over there. And now that I'm not on the damn lift, I gotta crawl all the way up under there.
Through this. Through this mess.
Yeah. Alright.
Extra work.
Extra work for me. Alright, well that was fun. All bolts are out. Time to pull the seats.
Yeah, you're caught on the paddock now.
Well, I need your hand. Okay.
All right, they're all out on my side.
All right.
AKA 2.
Sweet. There. You want to label these and bag them? I'll go put this over here. Well, I went ahead and took the vacuum to vacuum everything out from the carpets. You could tell that they have been replaced. The only part that keeps me from thinking that we're going to be able to save this is actually on the driver's side, and I'll show you. Pretty nasty water area or water damage area. This is all going to be replaced anyway. I'm not going to throw this old carpet out quite yet, although I already know that it's going to be replaced. I will keep it for the new one. I learned in the past when replacing carpets that the seat holes were not already cut. So I'll use this when we go to put in the new carpet, and we can use this as a template to trace where the new holes are going to be and cut them that way. All right, all the carpet and sound deadening is out. Back pans, not too bad. Actually look pretty good. Front pans, not good. Now these have all been replaced. So these will have to be completely cut out again and replaced.
For the record, that I don't like this.
What's wrong? Come forward.
6 inches. There. You're on it.
All right. Well, that was an incredibly busy 2 days, but I feel that we got a lot accomplished.
Clearly we did.
Yes, we have parts surrounding us. So the interior is, I'd say, about 90% stripped now. The only thing we have left is the dash and the steering wheel. More
Headliner.
surprises today, huh?
The headliner.
Ah, the headliner.
Headliner.
Yeah, that was one that I want to really take our time with. But we're in a good place now for when Kevin comes over to do a walkthrough of the body and start to identify more parts that we need to go ahead and order. I know there's going to be some time that's going to take for a lot of the metal pieces for them to get here, since all of the production of metal parts, regardless of what car, what brand, is very slow.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a jump on getting those parts ordered. But nevertheless, hope you enjoyed seeing the progress. Thanks for continuing to follow along. We will see you again next episode. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you then.
Bye.